Dear Slash, will you please convey my feelings to X about how much I like the album Los Angeles? The album is intensely personal to me because I was the person that was the subject of the songs. They are incredibly accurate. I tried to write some poetry chronicling my descent into insanity, and it nowhere comes close to equaling their writing. I've never been so drawn to another person in all my life as Exene. And even though the songs are about me, I am very glad that she understood what I've gone through. And because of that, I'm not going to sue.
Civilization at its most hideous.
I'll take my own direction.
Stabbing into your subconscious mind.
Oh, at no cost to the government.
No sponsor.
I'm here with X, and this is John Doe, and Billy Zoom, and Exene, and DJ Bonebreak.
Billy put an ad in the recycler, and I put an ad in the same week.
I don't remember
exactly what it said, but
the ads were worded about the same, you know, people looking to play music that wasn't bullshit.
And the recycler came out, and I went out and picked up a copy and looked through it, and there was an ad in it that was worded almost the same as what I wrote, and said John Doe.
So he called me up, you know, it's like calling each other at the same time.
Well, I met John first. I was very drunk.
I saw John down at the Mass.
I just finished playing a gig with the Eyes.
And I called up Billy and said, Billy, there's a guy down here. He's playing a huge snare drum and he hits it really hard.
He asked me to audition for the band.
Billy says, promise him anything, we'll worry about it later. Get him.
Well, you know what? I met John at the poetry workshop in Venice. And I guess it was kind of a mutual need.
You know, like we said before, I met Exene in the poetry workshop.
I never worked with anyone before, and I liked that. But I was scared to do it.
And she had some of these poems that were just songs, you know. They were, like, obviously songs, and I said...
And just kind of encouraged me that I could sing, and I had never really sang before, and I really had no faith that I could. And then it was mainly just John
came down the first time Exene came to one of the rehearsals. Billy was going, oh, great. Found this good bass player, and he's got to bring his girlfriend around, you know, to sing along. And he looked at one of the books that Exene was writing, and, you know, she's got that real, like, great writing style, you know. He goes, oh no, oh no, the girl's crazy too, you know. So.
You know, she might have talent, but I don't know if I want to wait 2 or 3 years for it to develop. But as it turned out, it took 2 or 3 years for anybody to pay attention to us anyway, so there's plenty of time.
And then right before we went on stage for our first show, he kind of patted me on the head and winked or something. Then I realized that it was okay. I could actually go out there, and he wasn't going to be like mad at me.
My daddy was a poor, hard-working Saginaw fisherman. Too many times he came home. My father was a musician. He was a jazzer, you know, old-time jazz. He played clarinet and sax. He played with Django Reinhardt in Belgium. He played with a lot of people, you know. He got around. Rode motorcycles and played music. I always played music. It was just everybody played music when I was a kid. I used to play piano and accordion and violin and saxophone and flute and clarinet and guitar and, you know, everything. He could play anything, and he always had instruments around the house. That was just what you did, you know. Everybody did it.
See, one morning I woke up and the percolator was going. Dinky had gotten up before me as usual. And I heard this sound and I tried to imitate it. So I came into the kitchen and I started tapping my foot to the sound of the percolator. And I came up with this rhythm. It's sort of a polyrhythm. It's 3 in the foot. It starts at 1, 2, 3. And the left hand is in 4, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1, 2, 3. And then the last rhythm is 5 in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like this. Play this. Well, music just started out as something that was fun to do. I started out in a marching band, and it was fun to play snare drum. And then I ended up in a big band, and it was fun to read big band music. And then I ended up in an orchestra, and I got to play the various instruments. My hero is Captain Beefheart. Whether or not you can tell from the drumming style that I play an X. One thing I like about it is the playfulness in his melodies, and that's what I like about Lionel Hampton, too. Well, I'll do his famous Flying Home riff.
Okay, go ahead.
Wrong note. I can't even do it. I need the grunt. I guess I'm trying to compensate for the fact that I don't have bassoons in the band and I don't have gongs. I try to make that up on hi-hats and cymbals and his solo, which I can't do.
Well, let's go back in time a bit, and we know that you started playing live at the Mask in Hollywood.
Yeah, we started playing at the Mask in '77, or actually '78, I guess it would be.
What were some of the other bands that used to play there in those days? Or are there any of them still around?
You?
The Plugs, the Deadbeats, the Weirdos, the Screamers, the Germs, the Go-Go's. Isn't that about it? Who else?
That's about it.
Did you say the Skulls and the Controllers?
The Skulls and the Controllers, the Alley Cats.
Welcome to the Mask. I haven't been down here for 5 years myself, so I don't quite know what to expect at the bottom. I know it's pretty trashed out, but let's go check it out. Just for fun, you know. Well, here's all the graffiti, the legendary graffiti that the place is known for. It hasn't been touched, as far as I can tell. It's been touched up a little bit. Here we are at the bottom of the stairs. Hippies go home, hippies suck. Guess so. Your mother is calling you, you won't go home. The Mask welcomes nobody. Well, here it is. The main concert room. My stage has disappeared. Somebody else must have stuck that up there, those lettering. There was a pornographic movie theater upstairs that owned this building.
There wasn't any place to play and nothing was happening. There was no live music in LA at that time.
So it was just an open city. Let's make live music happen.
Those gigs were mostly just so that everybody could play music, not to make money. Or...
Yeah, it wasn't to make money.
So Brendan could make money.
You want a list of the people that closed down the mask? Starting on high, the city of Los Angeles itself wasn't ready. Beneath that, we have, in order of appearance, the Los Angeles City Fire Department, the Los Angeles City Building and Safety Department, the Los Angeles Public Health Department, the Hollywood chapter of the Chamber of Commerce, the Hollywood Boulevard Division, Merchants Association.
Now here's a famous corner in LA's history, Hollywood and Vine. Someone has said Hollywood isn't a place, it's a state of mind. Physically, it's part of the big town. Actually, it's everything to do with the movies and radio and all the people who live by these fabulous, highly solvent arts.
This thing here we used to use on stage is from the X-Lax building in Brooklyn. And it's this real cool enamel, brown enamel in there. And we were there about 3 years ago, and they were tearing down all the letters, and it said X-Lax. The original home of X-Lax went a whole block. You can imagine how big the word X-Lax would be with this. And they were tearing it down, and this guy, I said, "Can I have that X?" And he goes, sure kid, come back in about an hour." And I came back, and he hadn't taken it down, and I said, "Well, can I still get that X?" And he goes, "Oh, wait a minute,
Tony, go take the X down, and be careful with it. So he takes it down and it just drops straight to the ground. He goes, okay, Tony, bring it over here. Here you go, kid. I don't know why you want this, but keep it. You got a part of the X-Lax building because it's getting torn down. And that's, it's a pretty good thing to have. I love you, baby, but you gotta understand when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man. Some folks might say that I'm no good, that I wouldn't settle down if I could.
I'd been in bands and I'd done cover songs and learned traditional harmony. So I knew that. Maxine had never been in other bands, so she didn't have that traditional harmony in her head, So she just sang along until something sounded right. And so we got a real different sound. But you gotta understand when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man.
You know how to play honky tonk blues?
Left my home down on the rural route. Show my pa I'm gonna step in now and get the honky tonk blues.
I liked country and western when I was growing up. I've been able to go back and listen to all the music that's been around forever. Just the old country people like Hank Williams, Loretta Lynn, and then the blues guys like Lead Belly and Howlin' Wolf and all that stuff. Which is, I think, the best kind of influences you can have are the original sources. Of that, in other words, Led Zeppelin doing Robert Johnson songs isn't a good influence, I don't think. Robert Johnson is.
That works out pretty easy, actually. It's a little easier to say.
And now I would like to read a poem about someone I met recently, a really wonderful writer who wrote a lot of Ray Charles songs. He walked the tracks into town. We all rode out in our cars, met him there and told him to turn around. I didn't know what a Negro was. I saw metal gates on liquor store windows. In Chicago, I asked my mother why. She said, burglars. What are burglars? Negroes. The first time I saw one, my mother said, roll up the car windows and lock the doors. He had a scar across his forehead. In fact, his head was split in two. Years later, when I met him, he autographed my cocktail napkin, Stay Pretty, Percy Mayfield, and kissed me twice.
How'd this rock and roll all get started, anyway?
Well, what they call rock and roll now is rhythm and blues. I've been playing for 15 years in New Orleans.
This rock and roll music seems to be under an awful heavy attack from all over the country. You know of any reason for that?
Well, as far as I know, music make people happy. I know it make me happy.
You wouldn't blame it on rock and roll?
No, indeed. And if you excuse me, I'd like to go back to my practice, huh?
I had read a review of the Ramones in some trade paper, I think it was Rolling Stone or something like that, and they trashed them. They said they were awful. The guy really hated them. He said they were dumb. He said all their songs were too fast, too short, only had 3 chords, no guitar solos, the lyrics were dumb, and it just all sounded like real positive things to me.
Now it's by the world.
gas station, and right across the street, with all the Van Halen posters, is the old Whiskey A Go-Go, where Johnny Rivers got his start, The Doors, Otis Redding, and X. It used to be a bank, and then it was the Whiskey, and now it's supposed to become a dinner theater.
Here's the marquee letters from the Whiskey A Go-Go, piled up in a box, never to be used again. Or maybe to be used soon, because you never know, the place is closed before. The X is missing, because our light man got that already. So, this is what you call the luxury part of the backstage. This is the headlining band's dressing room. Notice the table, it's nicely set up. Notice the holes in the wall. I think that happened the other night when people were sure that it was getting closed down. Here's my dress. This is my dress peeking through here. Now, the other side of this room, where my dress is hanging, is the place, the little tiny dressing room, where we're going to be getting ready for our show. They smashed it up, like they always do, when they know a club is closing, with, you know, just cause. I'm standing in front of the air conditioner, which is really cold, where window here got busted when we were playing here the night my sister died. She was coming here to see us, and John busted this window out. And the other night when I was here, I noticed that all the broken glass is still out there on the air conditioning. And so that's something for my sister, is the broken glass, I'm guessing.
I started writing because my sister was a writer, and she gave me a blank book to write in. And I started writing in it, and then I just always kept up with it. It's been a year and a half, and I'm okay. You know, I have a good time. I go out and laugh and do the same things we used to do, and it's still really bad every day because I surround myself purposely with all of her things and stuff. And it just makes me real sad, and sometimes if I get real drunk, I'll just go off by myself and just, like, cry and stuff, but, what can you do, you know?
And I hear a voice that sounds so much like yours. Please, please, come back to me. I cry and talk to the bathroom.
She was also writing all these poems about the world's been ruined by hit and run, and about this car accident she had when she was 15. And if I could have just picked it up and read it and just gone, wait a minute, why don't you just stay here today? Don't go out. Don't go in the car. But you never do because you don't see those things. But time takes care of all that, and then pretty soon you realize that you can live okay. So you write down this raw material, and it becomes a song, or parts of it become a song, or it becomes a title to a song, or it becomes just something that you keep, or else it becomes a poem that you might use in a reading or in a book. But it never comes out as one thing or the other. It's just a need you have, you know, to do it.
I made a shrine for you on the kitchen wall.
Well, the first time I saw X was at the Whiskey A Go-Go, and I'd read about them in an article that Chris Morris wrote called, in the LA Reader, called It Sounds Like Murder.
Okay, come on in my bathroom. We have here, oh, you probably can't see this. It says Circle Jerks Suck, Fuck the Fears, which are real popular bands, and that's nice graffiti actually for them. Fear Sucks, that's always popular.
And he had lyrics from the different bands, and the X song that he had the lyrics from was Johnny Hit and Run Pauline. And I read the lyrics and I thought, hey, these are good lyrics. This is some serious poetry going on here.
Wasted Youth is a punk band. No more, oh, here's a good one. Come on over here. It says, no more punk at the Whiskey. Easy come, easy go. And I really hope that they don't think that, because it wasn't easy to get it here, and it isn't easy seeing it leave, but I guess some people look at it that way.
So I walk in, and X is into the second song of the set, and they were just incredible, man. Obstacles, yeah. So there were obstacles for the Doors. It seemed like it took us forever. And X has had the same obstacles. Nobody wanted them, you know. Nobody would sign them. The music's too hard, too wild, too insane, too dirty. Lyrics are dirty, and they were singing about that horrible stuff. No, we don't want them. And Slash was the only one that would take a chance on them at the beginning.
I liked them, you know. I mean, that was it. We chose the bands that we did in the beginning and still do on a very subjective level.
I had an opportunity to distribute X about a year ago. And I can't remember the gentleman's name. He was president of a magazine, Slash magazine. Okay. I didn't hear it. I didn't think that the music I was listening to had the kind of commercial appeal that a distributing company needs.
One would think that this is an obvious moneymaker, you know, that this can work on a commercial and an aesthetic level.
I can't waste my people's time, really, in records that are going to sell in 2 or 3 cities.
Even a band like the Go-Go's, which are an obvious commercial...
You're looking at limited sales.
Entity. I mean, they can obviously be a commercial entity. The potential was there.
And on the other hand, you're looking at high cost of recording.
They don't have the ability at this point in time to even go out on the limb for a band like that.
You know, you can't sit here and play God.
We have 10 employees that are here in the offices that work day in and day out. At a big label, obviously, there are whatever there are, I don't know, 200, 300 employees.
I have almost 900 people in this division to support. So we're looking for records that have a national appeal.
Well, first of all, you sign good bands. You don't sign a bunch of shit.
We have a band that we have their 3rd album coming out, and we're all very excited here about this band. It's kind of been the favorite band of the company for the last 2 albums. It's a band everyone wants to break badly. And I feel the same way about Point Blank as I did it with Journey when I was at CBS. They were at that crossroad, too, and they came with a record that was accepted by the masses, and now they sell millions of albums. And so I think the same thing's going to happen with Point Blank.
And
Now for the moment I'm sure you've all been looking forward to. A look at the newest member of the Ford family of fine cars, the Edsel.
I have no culture. I never watch TV. Do you? You watch TV?
You know, there's a Safeway in Los Angeles that has color televisions over each checkout stand, broadcasting nothing but commercials. And each one has the same commercial on it, and then you watch it, and then there's a sweepstakes, and if you can name 10 products advertised on there, you can win, like, this prize. And I almost started crying when I saw it, because I thought it was the ultimate. You've already bought everything, and you're waiting in line, and then you look up, and here's products, like, you didn't buy Ban Roll-On, you bought the other one, and then you have to, like, go back and get the other one, because that's the one that's on the TV. Yeah, I would try that.
But we will, because you said. And then you recorded Los Angeles, or first actually you recorded Adult Books single.
Right.
Danger House.
We did that on Danger House just because it was the easiest way to make a record, or the hardest way. We never signed a contract. It's just that standard old thing of, you know, you don't sign a contract for your first record and they beat you for all the money. You know, they get all the money, you don't get nothing.
To go straight to a woman's mind and heart. It's a look we can't help liking, a look that looks so right. We'll agree with you that Edsel is America's finest car in the low price range. And gentlemen, I think with what you have to tell women everywhere, you're going to find a very receptive audience in 1959.
Claire, that's all very good, but there's more to it than that.
Oh, you mean all that man talk that I never can understand.
That's right.
I swear, I never watch it.
Ready out there?
Doesn't matter to me.
No, I mean, I might point it go.
All right, let's go. Take two.
Okay, white girl, take two.
All right.
Leave a trail of blue and black up to you
gonna miss with a tune like that? Dave, from the heart, terrible.
Critics in rock and roll are too apt to use the word masterpiece. But when I heard that record, by the time it was over, I was on the phone calling X because I wanted to get him for a picture so we could run a story in the following Tuesday's paper.
I just heard the sad song by another band. Sung by another man. He gave me the once over twice. I said when. He said okay, so long. Kill me with the endless road. I could throw my lipstick and bracelet like gravel. Alabama, I got some more scotch instead. Then I died 1,000 times. Kill me with the endless Then I died 1,000 times. Maybe you don't, but I do. I got a hole in my heart, size of my heart, size of my heart. Kill me with the endless
But I didn't hear anything in there that I thought was top 40.
I'll take it up with the committee, but I don't know.
I'll see you and I'll raise you off the floor. I'll bore you and we'll dance without a band. I just heard the sad song, king another man. Kill me with the endless I just heard the sad song by another band. Sung by another man. He gave me the once over twice. I said when. He said okay, so long. Kill me with the endless
About 4 months ago, I tried to go back after X because they had changed a little bit. They were starting to cut records that had more appeal to them. But they've already made a deal with Joe Smith at Elektra.
We're just trying to crack that mainstream rock radio station, plays Fleetwood Mac and plays the Eagles and plays the Rolling Stones, and put X right up alongside those bands and achieve a maximum exposure for them.
Stand by, please.
Of all the peoples of the world, the Americans stand most in fear of a moment's silence. For 82 out of every 100 U.S. citizens, radio provides each day in the year a sure and ever-present escape from their own lives into an ether universe of crackling news, music, costly entertainment, and romantic adventure.
Wowee, whoop-de-doo, lucky you. You're listening to KROQ-FM in Pasadena. I'm Jello Biafra, but I'm here babysitting Rodney Bingenheimer.
Thanks a lot, Jello. Okay, we just heard The Letter Bomb by the Circle Jerks, a brand new album. And
Dedicated to you, no doubt.
Really. I should play the short version of that.
Yeah, I've got the short version queued up.
Oh.
Sure, it's on the album.
Okay. But I got some more Circle Jerks in.
I'm gonna go. Okay, Rad, you
See
call me
tomorrow.
tomorrow, or, like, just ask for Olivia Barris's room, okay?
Can you be on the 10th floor?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. And maybe I'll have a party or something, I don't know.
All right.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Do the whiskey spot.
I'm going to be stripped naked on stage on January 15th at the Whiskey.
Right?
What woman?
You're gonna close the whiskey down.
Here we go. We broke.
Can what we play?
My buddy got me tickets. I'm afraid to go.
Okay, that's the Ronettes, Girls Can Tell, and we're just floating along here. And don't forget to listen to Young Marquis at 12 midnight. Okay, I'm gonna send this one out. It goes out to a young lady in the hospital named Olivia, and I hope she gets better. And it's her birthday at 12 midnight.
Hello, Los Angeles. This is Exene of X, and you're on Rodney on the Rocks at KROQ FM in Pasadena.
I don't know, I never follow like the real radio. I just come in every week with all my records and pray that, you know, I'm going to be on that night.
FM was this breath of fresh air that came across the spectrum and said, well, we'll play anything. You bring in a tape and we'll play it. And as they became successful doing that, large corporations, ABC, Metro Media, and others took over and realized they were enormous profit center potential.
Well, because we were owned by ABC, there is a very definite and somewhat constricted method that we have to use to pick our music.
No playlist on my show. Sometimes I actually write out a couple of things before.
In furnishing the American public its listening fare, the 400 independent stations and the 1,000 network-affiliated stations alike are able to exist for only one reason: the advertising of commercial products.
And now let me tell you about McTavish's Skinless Weenies.
When they add records, it's by committee. And the first question that's asked in these committees is, we're after a demographic of 25 to 50. Does this record fit that demographic?
The 18 to 34 demo is one that's really a popular one in terms of advertisers. Maybe a little bit now it's being overshadowed by 25 to 44, but to the most part, 18 to 34 is where most people want to spend their money, want to sell their products. These are the consumers.
I think you'll like our script for the new show, Mr. Dunham.
If you don't mind, I'd like to hear that commercial first.
Certainly, Mr. Dunham, with pleasure. Girls, will you give us the new commercial? And don't forget that tempo.
Consolidated sardines, America's delight. Have a rich, tangy flavor with plenty of bite. Consolidated sardines are packed twice as tight. So eat consolidated, can't be consolidated. Treat your stomach right.
That sounds pretty good. But couldn't you work in the name of the product just a little more?
Here we are today.
Ready to go touring again.
Yeah. I mean, as a matter of fact, touring is hard, but you just can't find anything like pulling into a truck stop at 3 in the morning. There's no way.
Also, touring is such a necessity now because it's the only real exposure you can get.
Radios, it's hard to get.
Yeah, well, anybody can go on tour and have people see them, and that's real good. But the radio and television and the press, kind of nothing you can do about that. Either they like you or they don't. So you have to do it yourself sometimes.
For
unknown quantity. We didn't realize when we named it that it would be the unknown quantity. No one knows who we are. Can you imagine that? I don't understand
Welcome to the altar of wolf jaws. Naked steam rolls out your mouth. A noble death forgotten by most. We left black coats and colors of any kind where they remained lost. In the wild, look across the bridge. They're waiting for you. The danger comes as you slow down. The snow fence weakens and the wind direction changing. You and I threw parking lot jaws and teeth down the storm drain. Travel became easy then. You know, wealth breeds constant travel. Imagine, silver cross, hung on leather, swinging side to side on the neck of a wolf. Run 12 miles, trot 5, walk 4, winded death, and the wolf achieves endangered royalty.
Mommy bone,
inspired by a guy named Robert P. Williams. He's a blues guy. And said, nobody, no man or woman knows what trouble really is in this world. Because, and I took it to mean because it can always get worse. You know, and that just sort of thought you never can really identify true trouble or the blues or whatever because it always can go further. And so the song's about the real child of hell, which you never really see. You know, you're in a bar or you're in some place and something strange starts happening, and then all of a sudden you feel like that thing is there. You know, that real child of hell is there and it's causing this thing. You know, it's like going, working its evil way. You turn around to look for it and you can't see it. Turn around to get it. It's not there.
Nobody knows what shape she takes. As my own's repossessed, my vigilante's acting bored. The mindless man wants my dress, and I can't tell which one is worse. And I can't see the cursing child. I can't see the cursing child. Real child of hell, nobody's seen him. Real child of hell, real child of hell. Nobody knows what shape she takes.
Real child of hell. Nobody's seen him. Real child of hell, real child of hell. Nobody knows what shape she takes because it's neither male nor female. And just started working. And then that real child of hell just sounded real nice, all the L's and the vowels and shit like that.
I think it's going to be a hard song for people to understand the words on.
Fuck 'em. It's gonna be kind of hard to go any faster. Let's try it there. 1, 2.
I guess we should do the regular endings. It's too confusing otherwise. It doesn't do it.
Peters out.
Yeah, it doesn't do that.
Break time.
Yeah, we did it.
That was the punk
Of
prom.
course you did the punk prom.
That was the Vex? That was
Yeah.
Vex. Oh, you didn't tell me that. And then they had another one. And they had another one that was bigger. It sounds like
Oh, fuck, the next step.
they're putting out an album. It's, right here? No. Remember that band from Tulsa?
I'm going to leave all the plants that are grown like the ice plants so that there's something and then just keep. But there's real good spider plants everywhere, the kind that are striped. Mm-hmm. And there's lots of ivy.
Well, you can come out tomorrow if you want.
Let's see. Bring your rubber gloves. Yeah.
Real child of hell, real child of hell. Nobody knows what shape she takes. brought a sterilized hypo to shoot a sex machine drug. It got 24 hours. Shoot off all these between the legs. 96 tears through 24 hours. Sex once every hour. Johnny hit and run, Polly. 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 LA bus doors open. Kicking both doors open. When they rested on 6th Street. That's when they drug a girl inside. He was spreading her legs and didn't understand dying. He was still awake. Johnny hit and run, Polly. 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 When he was waking up beside the bed, found clumps of hair. The last Pauline went to operate. She wasn't what you call living, really. She was still awake. Johnny hit and run, Polly. Johnny hit and run, Polly. Johnny hit and run, Polly. Johnny hit and run, Polly.
I think that we're aiming at a larger audience. We're aiming at the person for whom radio is a friend, but it's not the end of the world. They like the station, but they're not listening to it 24 hours a day. They tune it in, they like to hear a song that they are relatively familiar with, perhaps a song that they can sing along with, that they know the words to, that evokes memories of past experiences, things that they can feel comfortable with.
The facts we hate will never meet. Walking down the road, everybody yelling, hurry up, hurry up. But
I start this song.
Hey, put that territory down.